two of the most highly successful in the world are coming to Calgary, and we're going to talk to, well, one of their lead singers. Can you guess who it is? No, it's not Bieber. You've got to think back, way back. 1990, they were the highest paid entertainers of 1991, earning more than, well, Bill Cosby in that year, or Michael Jackson, or Madonna, or even Prince. Before the internet, they had 200,000 fan club members. Here's just a sample of what some of our colleagues here at the CBC remember about the New Kids on the Block.
My sister was a huge fan. Well, you know, she had the posters up in the room, and she had all the tapes, of course. She was older than me, of course, so she was much cooler than me. And so it was, you know, Guns N' Roses and New Kids on the Block, and I was not allowed to borrow tapes at all, so... I remember that one. I think there was one about being a popsicle. You're my popsicle.
One of my greatest memories, me and my sister getting to watch the concert at home on TV because we were too young to go, but both of us just glued to the TV screen crying like idiots when we were like 5 years old. So wow. The right stuff.
Yeah!
There you go.
My sister and I were some of the only girls that did not like them.
Okay, but even though you don't like them, I'll bet you know some songs. We'll
Step
climb in.
by step, ooh baby, gonna get to you.
There you have it. Memories of the New Kids on the Block. And now, yes, the kids are back. They'll be on stage with the Backstreet Boys here in Calgary, July the 13th. Joining me now on the phone is original New Kid on the Block, Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie, hello.
Hey, man.
Hey, you're coming to Calgary this summer. A lot of your old fans and new fans looking forward to it. What can they expect to see?
It's a pretty great show we've come up with, and as a music fan, it's kind of something that I probably like to see myself. I don't know if I'd be necessarily a boy band fan if I wasn't in my band, but I think this is kind of an event. I mean, it's 40 hit records in one show. And it's been pretty great so far, and we work very, very hard to give the audience, the very best that we can.
What was it like the first time you got back together to sing with the New Kids on the Block?
It was very different, obviously. It was very low-key, and, myself and a couple of the guys got together and just started recording alone, very quietly. In fact, I was shooting a movie at the time with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, and I think music was probably the last thing on my mind. But I heard a record, and I was going through some personal stuff at the time, and it kind of inspired me to want to write some music. And I got together with Joey and Jordan from my band, and it worked so well that it just felt like something that I wanted to continue doing, even though I was still acting. It was amazing. I mean, the reunion was unbelievable, and it's pretty much been nonstop since. I mean, I've still been acting and stuff, but this has been just an amazing ride.
Was it tough doing some of the old material? I mean, could the guys hit the high notes?
Yeah, I mean, Joe obviously can't sing Please Don't Go Girl in the same key as he did when he was 12, but he still sings it damn good every night. And some of the moves are awkward. I'm not a fan of the song The Right Stuff. But I have to say, when we do it in front of an audience, it is one of the high moments of the show every single night. And because of the audience reaction, it's become one of my favorite moments of the show every night. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the record, even though it's our record. I'm not a big fan of it. But the audience goes so crazy that it really inspires me to, enjoy the song. I really enjoy performing it just because of the fans.
Look, you guys broke up in, what was it, 94?
Yeah.
I think, coincidentally, that's the year Justin Bieber was born. Do you think those kinds of musical styles and the sounds of boy bands are coming back today?
I don't personally see the connection to Justin Bieber other than the teenage hysteria, which that happens in many forms, I just come from a school of, or a train of thought that, when we were young, and trying to find our way in the music business and working, 20-hour days and playing nightclub gigs and any gig we could get, eventually the questions about, the Monkees or the Beatles or, whomever might have been a teen phenomenon before us, they get old because they really have nothing to do with the very moment that we exist in. I don't think Justin Bieber should have to answer questions about New Kids on the Block or Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or anybody. He's a talented young kid who has fortunately found his way to a moment in time that he seems to be very capable of handling. What we're doing now is, it's what these people want. They're enjoying themselves. They're getting out of the house. A lot of people say, well, these fans get to be 13 again, and that's why this tour is so successful. I think it's a little more complicated than that. I think a lot of these women have grown up to have lives and children and jobs and responsibilities, and there's not a lot out there for them to do to enjoy themselves. And yes, in some ways this does let them feel young again, but at the same time it's also an escape from what for many people has become just, a mundane adulthood. I know I look at my mom, the way she used to listen to music as she was cleaning the house on Saturday afternoons. I'm sure if she could have afforded a ticket to a concert back then, she'd have jumped at the chance.
Yeah.
Because, raising 9 kids wasn't easy for her. And a lot of these women grew up, with music as a big part of their life, and now, they kind of don't have it as much anymore. To me, it's very special to give people a chance to have an escape, even if it's just for one night.
Do you worry about or think about making your music relevant to this generation?
We've made music. We've made new music, and I think our new album in 2008 was very good. I mean, I feel as proud of that as any music I've ever made. And I think because it came from an honest place, it came from the 5 of us guys wanting to make music together and to do it on our terms, it adds more meaning to it for us and I think the fans.
What bands do you listen to now?
I'm just more of a fan of people that I like. I mean, I'm likely to get in my car and slap in an old Public Enemy CD or a Joni Mitchell CD or a Led Zeppelin CD. I mean, I just kind of listen to what I like to listen to, and sometimes I'll just put on, a top 40 station and listen to what's on there. I'm not that fussy about music, but I don't have time to listen to a lot of music. I'm pretty busy.
I know you're busy. You've got your TV show that you're taking a break on to do this tour, and I know you're busy with your acting career. We want to play a song, so we're going to let you choose one if you can. What's your favorite song to sing when you're on stage?
Wow. What's my favorite song to sing on stage? Probably I like Don't Turn Out the Lights from NKOTB-SB. I just think it's fun to perform with all 9 of us. I think there are moments when I look over and, I think about the task at hand most times, but there are moments when I look over and I say, we're actually on stage with Backstreet Boys singing a song, and it's pretty damn cool. So
it sounds like you're having a good time. Donnie Wahlberg
we are having a great time. We're all kids at heart, so it's great.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Dave.